So what is your challenge? We always see those Facebook things or those things online about challenge this, challenge that. Well, I have a challenge for you guys. Why not help somebody? Why not give back to a charity organization? Why not reach out? Well, I did, and I have. There's a charity organization that I really love and I like. It's called Watered Gardens. Kind of an example of it here, guys. It's kind of their homepage online. Kind of hard to see it, but it's kind of what their homepage looks like here. You can kind of go to watergardens.org and you kind of see their services at the top here. About services, water gardens, and volunteer. Basically, their mission is to kind of help the poverty, mainly people struck by the tornado that happened. Um, but basically, on their page, they have resources you can go through. And one of my favorite things, too, is to kind of hear their stories. Because when you look at a place like this, you want to know where they came from. Why is it called what they're called and what they do? So one of the most powerful stories, if you go on their homepage, you see a guy named Robert that gives an impactful story. They uploaded the video on YouTube back on February 8th of 2013. Um, um, and he basically gives a story about how he was recovered as an basically as an addict and a homeless, and basically he was found. And the things he said, it was very empowering about how a journalist walked up to him and asked him some questions, and he told them he was homeless. He told that person that, and what he said was really impactful. He said, the lady asked him, "No, you don't look like you're homeless." And then he's like, "What does a homeless person has to look like?" That really wasn't powerful to me because it shouldn't be a look, you know. It should be something different. Like we should all just love each other, equally. So my challenge is to change that narrative, so we can all work in union. To hear more stories like this, in that same link, you can click on more stories. It's called Story of Hope. It says hear more stories. And it kind of looks like this. There's a bunch of other people that have that same thing. It's called Stories of Hope. Here's kind of an example, guys. It's really awesome. You can kind of see that there. To give you kind of more examples, too, I mean, it's not the only one. There's a news article that happened during the Joplin tornado. Basically hit all the way in New York. Kind of because this Watered Gardens does help recovering homeless people that were struck by the tornado as well. That went all the way to New York Times. It's crazy. New York Times to basically see that. And it was posted by a journalist named Noam Cohen back on May 22nd, 2011 by the New York Times, kind of breaking down all the destruction and people saved and restored. And kind of here's what the article looks like. Kind of look like this, and you can search it up on the New York Times website, but that's kind of the title and kind of what it looks like right there. You see all that devastation is crazy. So I could see, why Water Gardens was there to kind of help people in that way. I mean, to me it makes perfect sense, and you can go to www.nytimes.com and just search up that article name, "The Tornado Hits Missouri City, Killing Many." That's kind of another example with that as well. There's another one that we're kind of Robert's position as well, where a homeless man recovers from an addiction. And this article was posted back on November 5th of 2017 by a Kobe Kevin on the Joplin Globe. And this guy's name is his name is Kaywood, and he was at the age of 52, and he was on the road of addiction. And here's kind of an example of it right here on the Joplin Globe. That's kind of an article that he went through, and that basically he was helped. Kind of, guys, there's some examples there of what Water Gardens has done. So from all of this, I ask you, what's your action? What's the pull? So I challenge you again to reach out to any support program, any charity program that you have. You see all these people stricken by homelessness, tornado, poverty. Reach out. I challenge you to go out there and do that, and to be able to reach out, either volunteer, give, or something. What will you do? I challenge you to make a difference.